Alrighty, this is the moment so many of us have been waiting for. I am so excited to announce the winners for the February giveaway box. So if you're not familiar at all with what we're talking about because you just stumbled upon this page, or maybe I don't know why you wouldn't know, but maybe you don't know. I know a lot of you know, and a lot of you were blowing up my inbox yesterday. Sorry for the confusion in my email, but I had sent the winner an email specifically saying, "You're the winner. Please respond with your name and address and the person that you're going to send the second box to, or that you'd like me to send the second box to." And I hadn't heard back from that person, so I sent out. So anyway, it all worked out. And we have our winners, but let me show you first what they're getting in the mail because I'm so excited about this box. And so you're going to get a beautiful box that looks like this on the outside. This is what's coming. And then on the inside, they've got the beautiful devotion for the month, and then a bunch of goodies that I'm not going to show you. They're all wrapped up in this beautiful package, and there's over 27, I believe, altogether. So you're in for quite a treat here. So without further ado, is that how they say it? Without further ado, let's announce the winners. So our first winner is Miss Ruby Mosier out of Tennessee. Congratulations, Ruby, on winning, and thank you for responding back to me. I'm so glad I gave you, almost 24 hours to respond back because I would have hated to not give this to you just because you weren't available. And that's why I did it that way, because I didn't want to, rob somebody of their prize. So congratulations, Ruby, on taking home the prize. And then Ruby is going to be gifting the second box to her daughter, and her daughter's name is Courtney Herod, I believe. Courtney, congratulations, Courtney, on getting that second box. It'll be sent to you directly. Your mom already shared your mailing address with me. And so I will be sending that directly over to you. I'm so excited to get it to you. Now, let's talk a little bit about why your mom selected you, and then the story that your mom's got in the back of her mind. So because this is a writer's retreat box, and I love coaching, that's what I do on a regular basis, is coach people. I'm going to give you a little coaching stuff, okay, happening around this. So one, Ruby chose her daughter Courtney because Courtney is a stay-at-home mom of a 6-year-old and 3, I want to say 2-year-olds. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yes, 3. She's got triplets that are 2 years old. Okay, so any mom that's ever gone through that terrible 2 stage, I'm very blessed. I didn't have that with my children. They did not have a terrible 2 stage. But I can't imagine having 3 of them at the same time. However, let me encourage you in this way, Courtney. I'm a grandmother now of 4. My children are all grown. I have 3 children, and they're all spaced apart. We're a blended family, and so I've got his, mine, and ours. And we've got, there's about 6 or 7 years in between each one. And I often say that parenting adult children, they are now 36, about to be 30, and 23. Parenting adult children is way harder. And I have recently said that I would take all 3 of them back at the age of 2 years old together before, and I think that would be easier than parenting them now. So I don't know if that encourages you or not. Because that means there's more coming, but and I'm probably fooling myself because I can't even imagine having 3 2-year-olds running around. So I hope your 6-year-old helps you out with that, and you have family and friends that support you in that. So congratulations. I'm glad your mom chose you to win this box, and I hope it blesses you. Now, for Ruby shared a little bit of a story, and I won't go into much detail because it's personal, and she shared it with me, and I don't know that she wants me to share it with the world. But Ruby shared with me a story that she had a very tragic thing happen in their family, and it's something that should be shared in a book, I think. There was a diagnosis and then a death in a short time later, and a very short time, like 30 days, 38 days, something like that. And that's a lot to process for anyone. And so if you have that book in you, Ruby, I suggest you get it writing. If God's prompting you to write it, I suggest you get going on it. So I want to welcome anybody who's watching live. Drop in the comments. Let me know you're here watching live. And we're going to jump into some tips. So again, I'm just going to repeat I'm having one of those lovely hot flashes. I'm just going to repeat the winners' names so everybody has them. It's Ruby Mosier and Courtney Harrod. So thank you so much for participating, Ruby. I'm so glad you won this for you and you're sharing it with your beautiful daughter. So congratulations on that. And they will go in the mail. I'll finish packaging them up today and send it off to you today or tomorrow. So you can expect those in the next week or so. And then for those of you watching who are like, what's in that box? I want to know what's in that box. You can join me on Wednesday, the 21st at 11 o'clock. Now I'll be going live at 9 for the Writing Wednesday. And then you can join me back at 11 for the box reveal. So I'm very excited to show you like what's actually in it. And over the next few weeks, you'll be starting to see sneak peeks of what's coming in the March box. Now, the March box, we're not doing a giveaway, but the cart to purchase the subscription starts on the 26th of February. So if you're interested in getting a box, know that they are limited edition. You've got to, or yeah, limited edition for sure, limited quantities. You've got to get registered or get on the subscription, join the subscription, be a subscriber, but you need to get on the wait list. So join the wait list now. I think, let me drop that link for you guys. Join the wait list now because if you don't get on the wait list, the people that get on the wait list will get notification on the 25th. So the Sunday night before, they will get notification that, okay, here's the link to purchase if you're interested. And then those boxes will fly off and we might sell out pretty quickly based on all the interest that we've had. So just know that going in. And then of course, every month I'll plan according to how the interest goes so that I can get enough boxes for everybody. But right now they're limited. And so I really need you to, be on the wait list and be prepared on the 25th if you're on that wait list to get that email if you really want to take one of these puppies home. So let me tell you a little bit more about the writing box, the Writer's Retreat box, and then we're going to jump into some writing tips for today because that's what Writing Wednesday is about. It's about holding you accountable to your writing goals and giving you some tips to do that. So a little bit more about the box. It is truly like receiving a retreat in a box to your door. That's what I wanted it to be. Now it's going to retail for $49, and some people are like, $49 a month, like that's a lot of money. Maybe. For some people it might be, for some others it might not be. But here's the thing about it. You can't afford to go on a writing retreat you can't go on any writing retreat for $49, right? There's just not a true retreat where you're going away somewhere and experiencing a retreat with a goodie bag and all the stuff. You're probably not going to find one for that price. And so what this allows, you could subscribe for all 12 months and still come in under what it costs to attend an in-person retreat. I'm not against in-person retreats. I host one. In fact, it's already in my shop. In August, the first week in August, I host an in-person retreat in Port Aransas, Texas. It's a beach retreat for writers, Christian women writers, and I'm really excited about that retreat. But I know not everybody can either get the time off work, afford the trip, you've got to get room and board and all those things. And so it's a lot more costly to come in person. And so this is a retreat in a box, literally delivered to your door. So you're going to receive all the items in the box are curated specifically for this retreat. So the theme of the retreat is very evident when you receive the box. You'll know exactly what the theme is, and you'll be able to unpack the gift, unwrap the gifts, and you'll see how it all works together. Be sure to read in the, I include a devotional, and in that at the end, I talk about which gifts and why I chose each gift. So be sure to read through that just so you know why each gift was selected specifically for that box and specifically for you. So that's a little bit more about the Writer's Retreat box. I can't even tell you guys. Samples are coming in, packaging is coming in, all this stuff, and I am just over the moon about this. I am so glad to be delivering these to you. So get on the wait list today. Be prepared. It's coming at the end of the month. You do not want to miss it. Okay. On to some writing tips. So for Ruby and Courtney specifically, because since I'm a coach and just naturally it comes to me, right? When I heard your stories, I thought, wow, there's no way Courtney could write a book right now. She's got 3 2-year-olds at home and a 6-year-old at home. That is a lot to juggle all day long. I just can't even imagine the toys and the Cheerios like everywhere. So here's what I want to encourage you to do, Courtney, because That's a lot. And there's probably so many moments that you're thinking, oh, that's so cute, or oh, I should remember that. And you won't. And so, what I want you to do is start bullet journaling. Just literally have a little journal out in your house, somewhere that you can grab it really quickly and just write down a little thought or a little idea that comes to you as the kids are saying funny things or doing funny things, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed and you bullet, oh my gosh, three dirty diapers at the same time today, like they're in sync, or something crazy. But later, you never know how that would be used in a book or inspiring you for a book. And just being a mom of three 2-year-olds at once, I mean, I can picture the book titles, right? And the book covers with that. So there's a lot to that. And who knows what God will do with that story, with your story, your life. But you want to jot some things down as you go through it. And so you'll have it for later. So I just encourage you to journal some of your thoughts and what happens every day in your life. And then for Miss Ruby, I encourage you, Ruby, to just prayerfully write through your story, whether you intend to share that story later or not. Writing through it will be very therapeutic for you. And maybe you're not, this is what came up yesterday when I was talking to a writer. She's actually not a writer, she's a photographer. Okay. So while she does writing, there's a difference between someone who can just write. Like, I feel like I write better than I talk. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just easier for me. I can just sit down and write a lot easier than I can speak. And so I feel like for some people, it might be the opposite way, and they feel like they can't write the same way that they can just talk it out. And so I encourage you to just talk it out. Record it on your phone, record it on your, you can do talk to text on your phone. I use notes when I do that. I have an iPhone and I just, pull up my notes function and then hit the little microphone and I'll talk. And I do that a lot. I do that when I'm traveling, if I'm in the car and an idea comes to me, especially when I'm by myself. If I'm with somebody else, I'm like, hey, can you write this thought down? But when I'm by myself, I'll just hit that notes function and just, speak the thought into that really quickly so I don't lose it. And so you might do that. If you're, you said you had kind of written some stuff a while back and not done it in a while. So that might help you just get back into the groove of it if it's something that you actually want to see, come to fruition as a story, as a book. So there's some writing tips for you, and hopefully those writing tips will help everyone else as well, knowing that you can also bullet journal your way to a book, and you can certainly do transcription, either have the phone transcribe it while you talk, or you could record something and then upload it to a transcription service later, like Otter AI will do it for you. It's otter.ai. There's another one called Rev that will do it for you, rev.com. So you can load any video or recording up into those and it will actually type it all out for you. Take that over to a document and edit it. And the only thing about that service, at least for me, and it could be my twang, I don't know, it could be I talk really fast, I have a little twang. It could be a lot of different reasons, but I get some of those like mad gabberish words in there sometimes that I literally have to go back through and mad gabbish to figure. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that game, but it's like a game where stuff is really like that, and then you have to figure it out, like what did they say? And so you have to kind of read your crazy word a few times to see what you actually said. Sometimes I've had that experience. So just be aware of that. It helps if you slow down and talk clearer when you use those services. So just an encouragement for you guys. So what are you working on today? Let me know in the comments. I don't know when you're watching this, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching it live. If you're here live, let me know. Tell me hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I can tell you it's a beautiful day in Texas already. I can see blue skies outside. I'm excited about our winter lift a little bit. We kind of have a roller coaster winter here in Texas every year, and we're in a lift. Yesterday was nicer. Today is, it looks like it's also going to be a beautiful day out. So I'm excited about that. But let me know what you're working on today. I'll tell you what I'm working on. I am working on, I'm writing some emails. So that's writing in itself. I have a couple blogs that I need to write, and I'm working on the third book in the Author Solution series, which is this series here. The first one is I've Been Told I Should Write a Book. The second one is the book writing process, and it's a workbook. And the third book in the series is the book publishing process workbook, and I'm working on that right now. So that's my goal for today, is to work in those projects, or in that project, write some emails, write some blogs. So I will be writing this Wednesday, and I hope you are too. But let me know in the comments, if you're watching late or just happen upon this, watch from the beginning, get the tips, find out the winners, and find out what you're missing in that Writer's Retreat box so you can get on the wait list for March's box. Let me just tell you, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss it. The things that are coming in for it, I was sharing last night with a friend, and I'm so excited about the items that are going in the box, and they're so stinking cute. I can't wait to get them in and to put it all together. And then I've already started some stuff for the next box in April as well, and I got those in yesterday, some supplies in yesterday for the April's box, and we'll be putting together that. It's just going to be so exciting. So again, let me know. I see I have some viewers watching live. Let me know who you are and where you're watching from. I'd love to chat with you. And if you're Ruby or Courtney, I'd love to hear a hey or something. You're my winners, so I'd love to hear from you today. Thanks for hanging in there and getting back with me yesterday. And again, for all those that were confused by my first email, I'm sorry. I did not mean to confuse you at all. So thanks for emailing back in. I will respond to every email that I received. So thank you for doing that. Hey, Krista, thank you for being here from Pennsylvania. Is it cold in Pennsylvania today? I imagine that it would be. As Texans, we kind of think anything north of like Tennessee is just always cold. So I'm going to imagine that it's cold in Pennsylvania. I've traveled up, Washington, D.C. area before, but it was summertime. So I've never been there in the winter, but 30 degrees. Oh yeah, we're having a very different day. I've got blue skies, and I think it's going to be probably in the 60s, maybe 70s today. Let me look and see what we've got going on in Texas today, because it's so different. Isn't that funny? Oh, actually, the high of today, yeah, 68 today here in Texas. So funny. All right. Yes, watch the replay, Stephanie. You're going to need some of these tips for your book. You've got to get that book going, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie's one of my clients working on a book, and these will help you get some writing done faster. So as you work through that writing retreat staycation this weekend, which I love that you're doing that for yourself, yay, make sure you sign up for the March box so that you can have a box to do, reveal to yourself, open up during your staycations. But yes, follow back for those, watch the replay for the tips, because those will help you this weekend as you work through. Both of those tips would work in your book to help you flesh out some ideas. So yeah, watch the replay back for sure. Thanks for being here this morning. Kristen, tell me a little bit about what you're writing, because you're new in my world. And so what do you write? Do you write fiction, nonfiction, or just dabbling in, have a book published? Like, where are you in the journey, and what kind of stuff do you write? Or maybe just interested in being a writer and you haven't started anything, but let me know. Miss Stephanie is working on a fabulous book for people to understand the importance and role of having an emotional support animal. So I'm very excited for Stephanie's book to come out. Dabbling. Okay, I like dabbling. Stick around, because dabbling might turn into something more the more you hang out with us here at Publish and Tell. And you can also follow my other page if you haven't already, Joy of Pursuit here on Facebook. That's my other business. So I have two businesses. This side I call the Hugs. The Publish and Tell side is what I call the Hugs side. So this is more of the retreats, the fun, huggy, like let's love on writers side of things. And then my other side of the business is the how to get it done today. It's the writing marketing, writing publishing marketing, business building side of it. And we talk, I go live every Thursday over there and talk author terms. And then obviously I have a coaching program through there. It's a monthly subscription, but it's actually coaching. It's a digital subscription versus the Writer's Retreat box, which is actually a tangible subscription. So little different things over there. And as someone who's dabbling, I would say that this is a great place to start, because as you get the retreat boxes in and you start doing some of the things that are in there, I won't give too much away, but there are some writing exercises and things gonna be included with each box. And so as you get those and you start unpacking those, you might feel led in one way or the other to write a book. And then if you're ready to make that decision, you can hop over and be coached on how to actually do that through what we call the Author Business Network over at the Joy of Pursuit. So Be sure to follow over there. But thanks for being here today. If you don't have any questions for me, because I am a coach, so I love to answer questions. If you don't have any questions for me, I will wrap up and let you guys get to writing, because today is Writing Wednesday. So thank you, Stephanie, for being here. I'm happy to know that you're planning a writing retreat staycation for yourself this weekend. Great accountability. So I'm going to follow up with you next Wednesday and ask you about that and how that went. So just know that even if you don't show up here live, I'm coming for you, girl. I want to hold you accountable to that. And I want to see that book get done, because I know that's your goal. Um, all right. I'm going to wrap up for today. Thank you for being here. We'll be back next Wednesday with Writing Wednesday again. And then on the 21st, we are revealing what is in the box at 11 o'clock. There's an event on my page if you want to set it, click going so it'll remind you. We're going to reveal what's in the February box, so you can see what was in that box, and it'll help you kind of get an idea of what's coming in the March box. I will tell you that each box is going to be very, very different. So just know that while there will always be some creative things in there, and I'm not going to give too much away, but some talk triggers or some conversation starters, there'll always be some things that love on you. You'll see. I don't want to give too much away, but join me on February 21st for that at 11 Central. And until then, we'll see you back here next Wednesday at 9 a.m. for Writing Wednesday. Happy writing, everyone. Bye. Thanks again for being here.